Okay, so we are live now. This is 2025. I am very happy to be the one kick starting the event. It's a privilege, Frank. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And Seena, it is great to have you here again after a long break. So I want to say Happy New Year to everyone there that is listening to us. And I say thank you for believing in us in 2024. And this year we are going to do better, definitely, because this is a year of possibility. So today we will be talking about generally about the AI 900 because it's a season of AI and everyone has to try as much as possible to have the certifications to validate how much you've been learning inside your house, your office, or wherever you find yourself, right? So today, Sina will be having that conversation, Frank as well, and I'll also be, chipping in some things. So this is Frank Falvey, Microsoft MVP, and we have Sina Khan here, MCT on this call, and myself, Joseph Afeso. I'm a Microsoft MVP
Hello.
as well. So yes, I will be diving into something first of all, and then when I'm done with the demo, then Frank and Sina would kick off the second part of this conversation. So within the week, I came across something from the Microsoft Insider on LinkedIn stating that you can now upload image to Copilot in Word, and then it can recognize this image, and perhaps you should be able to use this image to create slides in PowerPoint and do a lot. So, what we want to do today in this show is just going to be centered around bringing up PowerPoint that has Copilot in it, I mean Copilot license. We may just use Edge to generate an image, and then maybe we'll pop it into Edge to say, I mean Copilot to say it should use that to create slide for us. Okay, so I'm just going to be, hey Steven, it's good to have you. Happy New Year. So
Yeah,
I'm just I'm just
Rafiah.
trying to, yeah, I'm just trying to bring up my my browser, but before then I think I need to share my screen. Okay, share your screen, entire screen, and this screen is good. Okay, Frank, I can see that my screen is up. Can you confirm
Yeah.
for me? Okay, so I'm just going to bring this one here, and I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to hit on this, and then just give it a sec to load. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my PowerPoint. Okay, so while that is coming up, I'm going to bring up my Edge browser and okay, so let me see if this Edge browser can help me quickly generate an image. But I'm not signed in here, so just hold on for it. Let me see if I have one that I'm signed into Edge with my Microsoft account. So I'm just trying to see if I can generate an image using Edge browser, but if that's going to delay me, I may just browse for an okay, so what is there? Sign in. Okay, so just give me a second to pick up that code from my Gmail account. So for those who do not know that you can use Edge browser to generate image, this is an opportunity for us to learn that together as well. So let's just put in this code, and then so I'm going to say generate an image to explain copilots. Let me see if this is going to quickly give me that. Okay, I think I need to sync this account, but if it's still delaying in syncing, I may just search pilots image on the web. So I'm going to go to images. So remember, what we want to test out is how you can use you can upload image to PowerPoint and ask it generate um, to generate slides for you, right? So that's what we're trying to do. So I'm trying to look for a very nice image. This is looking like a video. No, it's an image. So we can right click to save image as, and then we can call it co-pilots. And I'm going to save that image in my downloads. So I just search out that image and it's here. So we are going back to this place now, and then we are hitting on PowerPoint on blank presentation. So this is an update that came out this week, and then I saw it there and I thought that yes, it could be one of those very nice things that we can do together on the show today, just so we can experiment on how the Copilot works in. Just give me a second. I have God forgive una network. All right, so this is up now. I'm going to click on Copilot here. So now this is the update that I thought to show us today, and this is very, very important that we stress it. This wasn't working initially, so this needed you to so whenever you, even if you had this before and you click on upload image, then it was going to throw you an error to say invalid format or something related. But today, I am very happy. I'm pleased to say that if you click on this, you can click to upload an image from your device. And then I have that image here as under my download. So if I pick it up here, then it's going to be here like this. So I want to say that use this image to generate slides for a presentation. So if I'm going to hit on this, now let's see what happens. Honestly, I have tried to use it to evaluate an image to see what is the content of this image, and then it clearly describe what is contained in that image for me. For what we are doing now, I have not done this out of this call, and it will be very, very beautiful for us to see what is going to be the end of this analysis that it is doing. So it is saying that it is analyzing the image So faces may be blurred to protect privacy, of course. So what I will expect it to do now is to look through the image, get some sense out of it. It should be able to understand that it's going to pick introducing co-pilots, and then it is Microsoft Copilot, and this is what we have coming on the screen. So this is what we have by just bringing up an image and then putting it into PowerPoint and asking Copilot to look into the image. So um, I said, okay, use this image to generate slides for a presentation. So that's all I did. So first of all, I went to the web and I brought up an image about introduction to Copilot. Just so I just bring it up again before we even look at the content of the slides. So it's under my downloads here, and I'm pulling it up onto the screen. And then this was the image that I downloaded from the web. Still opening up here on the screen. Though very small, but I'm trying to drag it here. So this is the image that I got from the screen, from the browser, and then I brought it up onto Copilot in um, PowerPoint, and I asked it to analyze the image and use it to generate slides for me. And what do we have? It's saying that introducing Microsoft Copilot, revolutionizing productivity with AI and robotics. So because it is looking at the robots on the screen, and that's where the sense is coming from, and then introducing Copilot is coming from the image by my right hand side here that you can see. And then what is the second slide? And I see that the slide in the second one is talking about the overview of the presentation and introducing Copilot. We'll start with introducing Copilot, exploring the purpose and how it functions as an AI assistant, then the features and technologies behind it, the impact on users, and then that gave me 10 slides. I think that's great, right? Just from one image, having 10 slides is something really interesting. And I feel that maybe I'll be able to also increase the number of slides, if I bring back to say, okay, can you also extend this for me? So, and it's also saying that if you like designer also, you can have it here to also make like design of it to make it look better, of the more, you know, presentable. And it is saying, what is Copilot again? It's just trying to go through into enhanced productivity part of it, then the vision behind Copilot, collaborative assistance, adaptation, empowering innovation. And then the next slide is also great to talk about the core features of Copilot, just because it has one image. And Frank, that's when I saw this, I was quick to at mention you on that Microsoft post to say, I'm sure you'll be very interested in this. But I know that you were also busy at the MCT summit and had no time to attend to that and notification. So task automation, intelligent suggestion, and then coming down to this place is also innovative technology behind the Copilot. And then it's just here explaining more things. And the graphics makes a lot of sense to me. And then here is enhanced user experience and bringing up this. So the next one is about application in various industries, the healthcare application, the financial sector or the finance sector benefit, then the educational tool. And then if you come down again to the next slide, talking about the future of work with Copilot, collaborative intelligence system, enhanced capabilities. And then the last
Joseph,
slide, which is the yes, please.
okay, may I ask a question to interfere if it's possible?
Yes, please go ahead, Ami.
Yeah, I might have missed it. First of all, hello to everyone. Second thing is, how did you add the document or the picture? Can
Okay,
you?
cool. That's a great question. So when you open
And what
here
was
this way,
and
there
what was the prompt that you wrote? Okay.
okay, I will also tell you now. I also tell you now. The prompt I wrote was just so I brought up the image. Here is the first question you asked. So down below here now,
Okay.
you have the add an image, and this is the very, very new feature. The add an image. So when you click on add an image, it will ask you to either paste the image or upload from the device. Right.
Well,
So if
if
you
you
have
would
it
do
copied,
a
you can.
backslash, would if you would do a backslash, would it give you to upload a file? No, no. Don't go back as if you didn't click on the icon.
Okay. So if we do this, we do a backslash.
No, the slash.
So I think that
Yeah.
yeah, so that's going to be for file. I think that is up here. Create from if you initiate a new one, you will have create from file here, which is this one. It is a forward slash, right? A forward slash that would
Yes,
outline the documents you have on your OneDrive. But this
I see.
but
But the
this is
image,
the
oh,
image.
image possibility is not possible from there. Okay.
Yeah, the image does not come with a forward slash. So you have to either paste the image or you upload the image from your device. So by just clicking on here and then you click on upload. So this is what I did in my previous demo. So
Mm-hmm.
I brought up the an image like this and I said, what is this image
Oh, cool.
about? So if I so if I do that, it's just going to tell me that concurrently we support document transformation only for files you organize. Share, please upload the content of the file. I think he's doing he's doing some kind of mix up here. I may have to open a new page to also try this. But when I did that for an
Okay,
image, it was able to describe. I think that was message header analyzer. So it was able to tell me that this is Google message header analyzer. And then that information was very nice and I uploaded it on LinkedIn.
I
So the
see.
prompt again that I entered, so the prompt I entered was use this image to generate slides for a presentation. That was all I said
Ah,
when the
great.
image came up.
I want to
Yeah, so
note
it
that I
used the
know if,
image.
yeah, I want to note that I know there's
Go ahead.
a future feature in Microsoft Teams where when you upload an image, it will be able by transcript to read from the what's imaged uh, from the image that was uploaded in the meeting. It will
Mhm.
transcribe also what it will recognize what's in the image and put it in a transcript. So that's a
Hmm.
future feature that will be that's going to be
Mm.
cool. But it's
This
I
is
guess
really
using the same
beautiful.
concept. Yeah, but this
It's just using optical character recognition, OCR. I think that's what it is using, right? To make those affirmations. So this is how great it is, just because you have an image
is it
about a
available in the
concept. So
desktop app or
I
only
have
on the
not
web
tried it.
currently?
I have not tried the desktop app myself, but I think it should be available. I'm just thinking aloud, but that's what I will also check maybe today because I don't have
Maybe
Copilot signed
in the
in
next
on
week.
the app now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how cool it is. So 2025 with a lot of possibilities. You can now use just image to generate slides. And good thing is I also have the speaker notes just underneath here. I can also try to read this myself. And then, of course, we cannot overemphasize how beautiful the designer feature is. You can also use the designer feature to rearrange the images that also pop up in your so if you want it to be, let's say, just one-sided, you can bring pop this up to the left hand side, and then it can also change this way depending on how you want it to look. Or if you want it to just take over the whole page and have the text on top of the image, you can also do that. So this depends on your own preference. So for me, this is welcome to 2025, the year of endless possibility. So thank you very much. I'll be handing the mic over to Seena and Frank to continue with
Jo-
AI
Joseph,
900.
one
So thank you
question.
very much. And, yeah.
Joseph,
Okay, please, Ami.
uh,
Yes, please, I can hear you.
can you check if it's in a Word? application as well, or it's only in the PowerPoint?
Yes, of course, it is in Word as well. It is in Word as
In Word
well.
as
Very
well?
quickly, let me see if I can load up Word.
Sorry
So it's
for, but
yeah, it is
I'm
in Word. It is
curious.
in Word. But I see that it is not in the Copilot charts.
Because I can see it in
It's in
PowerPoint, but
Word, but it is
I'll
not
check.
in the Copilot charts. I'm just going to bring that up. So I'm loading up Word now. I'm just going to hit on this. My Word, please load up. Working on it. Document 4 is opening now.
Yes, it exists. I can see it in Word. That's cool. So
Come on.
I wonder if in Word and Excel, yeah, as well. Yeah.
But I wonder what would this be, for Excel, what would be.
Yeah, I've not
Well,
tried
Excel,
Excel. I think
yeah.
I had I had
I mean, if you take a print screen of something, and it's like has a print
let
screen
me
of
close
another
out the PPT or
other
Word
Excel,
now.
then
Just
maybe
want
you
it to
can
load very
translate it.
quickly. Let me disable this and see. Okay, so let's see. If we come
Maybe click
here,
the Copilot icon on top,
Up on the top right, to
on the
open up.
top right.
if I
Yeah.
click on Copilot,
Yeah.
yeah, I just clicked on it now. Uh,
So, guys, if you can see down the bottom of the screen there, so we're streaming out to 8 platforms on the show today, which is very
Wow.
good. So, Amy, you could actually add your
I can
channel.
test that. Yeah, I won't waste your time, but I see it on my tenant. So just
Yeah. So
you
maybe
can continue and thank you.
if
Sorry.
you join some week, you could maybe just add your own if you want to do a piece for us sometime.
Okay.
yeah, I know that when All right, Frank. Maybe at the end
Yeah,
of the
just
event,
continue. Yeah,
if I have
sorry.
it open, I can share.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, so we just wanted to kind of have a general chat about the. I'll just share my screen there. About the AI 900 certification. Um, 1 second there now. Um, can you see my screen there? Share. Okay.
Not yet. Yeah, it's coming up now, Frank.
Yeah, it's on now.
Yeah. So I was just at the MCT summit in Manchester, and there was a big kind of talk to different MCTs that I met, and there was a big kind of talk that a lot of people are looking to learn the AI 900 certification. So I was thinking going forward, I started it last year, and I never got the chance to finish it. But I'm going to start it next week and maybe do one chapter every week, maybe just do 20 minutes on it, depending on how many speakers actually turn up. So I'll actually finish it out over a couple of weeks. So if somebody is looking to do the AI 900 certification, I'm going to have a weekly series on it on the Azure and AI Show. And hopefully, when that finishes up, we'll carry on to do the AI 102, which is the next step up. It's the AI engineer, which is the associated certification. So I just kind of got Copilot to do up this kind of stuff about um, what the AI 900 is kind of all about. So the agenda for next week is kind of introduction to the AI concept. We'll start with fundamentals of artificial intelligence, covering key definitions and concepts. Understanding Azure AI services, kind of explain their features and how to utilize them. Exploring machine learning bases, and we cover, algorithms and data processing techniques. Real world applications of AI, and highlighting successful case studies and stuff like that. I'll actually do the slideshow. I won't read everything on the screen. We won't bore everyone. And we'll just have a general chat about it. So it's kind of really preparing people for the AI 900 certifications with kind of key insights, show people where they can kind of go to practice exams and stuff like that on the Microsoft Learn platform. So, introduction to AI concepts, definitions of AI, like artificial intelligence, and kind of human cognitive functions and stuff like that, what it actually does, like the machine learning stuff. Natural language processing, that's the interpret human language between humans and computers. And then there's computer vision, how the machines kind of see processing visual information. I suppose like the demo that Joseph just done there, like on the where is it? The OCV. I'm not sure now what it was, but
OCR, optical character recognition.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Joseph. And then understanding Azure AI services, like we say, machine learning, Azure cognitive services, Azure bot services, and the key takeaway then, like the fundamental concepts, explore essentials of artificial intelligence, setting the solid groundwork for further learning, like going on then to the AI 102 associate exam. So this will kind of give people the grounding for that certification. So different applications of AI to solve real world problems. So like this PowerPoint was actually put together with an AI. I just went in and kind of tweaked the text a bit, and some of the pictures just resized it and whatever. So exploring the documentation about the whole structure of the AI 900 course, and all the different sections, and where you can go to find labs and practice exams and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching this one, and I just go to this one and just pull up the Microsoft site with the thing on it there. So, Seena, have you any kind of stuff on this one?
Yeah.
Have you looked at this certification?
Yes, I already certified on this AI fundamentals. Um, it is actually it is also having the learning paths which you can see for the preparation for this exam. Let me share my screen.
Sure. I'll take this one down and check it out.
I have shared my screen. Please let me know once it's on.
Yeah, it's coming up there now. We can see your screen there now, Seena.
Okay. So now I am in Microsoft Certified Azure AI Fundamentals, the Learn link. Okay. So here, for the preparation of this exam, you can see here, these are the several learning paths. It is having only 5 learning paths. And the first is just an introduction about AI fundamentals, and the rest of the links, which is saying about the computer vision, natural language processing, document intelligence, and knowledge mining, generative AI. So these are the major concepts, or we can say it as like major features of this AI. So for each learning, if we are going for, so it is having a different multiple paths again. And here, these all are just fundamentals only. So when after completing this AI fundamentals, you can move for the next associative certification. So this is for example, this fundamentals of computer vision. So here you can see this introduction, then the images, and there is an exercise as well, and there is a knowledge check. So when you go for the introduction here, so it will give you a brief introduction about the computer vision, what is it actually and what are the core areas of it. And then we can move to, from here also you can navigate to the next page, as otherwise go down and you can go next. And here it is. Okay, so this computer vision, it is just for images and image processing, and here it is explaining about the capabilities, the pixel arrays of it. And you can see over here some examples. Okay, we will explain this one by one for each topic. Okay, on the coming Azure AI shows. Then coming into the machine learning for computer vision, and here it is saying about the CNNs, the convolutional neural networks. Then there is transformers, multimodal models. So these all are the just it is giving you a brief introduction to this computer vision actually. So it is not completely like the entire computer vision, we can say. So you can see it as a fundamental. So this is majorly this is a just fundamental course. And here for next is Azure AI Vision. And after all these theoretical explanations, you can, it will bring you a exercise as well. So here it is, analyze images in Visual Vision Studio, and here it is. And here when you click on the launch exercise, it will move to another page, and here it is. You can see a lab guide along with some screenshots and the steps you can see. So for each steps, it will direct you to how to do it and how to complete this exercise. So you will get a theoretical as well as a practical session by using these learn links. And at the end of this session, there is some knowledge check here. So knowledge check, there are some questions with objective type of questions, and you can see some options available, and you can select based on the readings and the practicals you have done. Based on it, the questions are arranged over here, and you can select So for example, like if I just randomly selecting the answers here, okay, so and submit your answers. If any answers will wrong, then it will provide you the right answer and along with the explanations over here. So this is the way the learn links you can use for completing each module of this particular fundamentals, and then you can go for the exams as well. And here there is a study guide you can see over here. So this is just for making sure that you are like, okay, so all these useful links you can see over here, and it will give you or it will help you to understand what to expect on the exam, and includes a summary of the topics as well, and the sandbox, exam scoring, and the score reports you can see. Then here is the skills measured, the latest skills measured you can see over here. So this is if any changes or if any updates happening on this courses or any kind of courses, this study guide will help you to, the skills measured on the study guide will help you to identify that. Okay, so this skills at a glance, okay, if there is any changes happen, so it will show over here, and you can compare it with. So for each skill, so for example, this is the first skill. So 15 to 20 percentage of questions we can expect from this particular skill. So here it is, describe artificial intelligence workloads and considerations, and it comprised of these are the subdivisions of this skill. Identify features of common AI workloads, the guiding principle of responsible AI. So these are the two subdivisions, and again you can see these are the points which we have to look into to pass this particular skill at a glance. Then coming over to the next skill, this is fundamental principles of machine learning on Azure. So 20 to 25 percentage of questions you can expect from this skill, and again here it is. So this study guide will help you to how to clear your exam and which area you should have to go more focus. And these are some study resources you can see over here apart from this learn links. Okay, so there are some documentations related to each of the topics, and here you can see. And there is, if you want to take an instructor-led course, you can go for that as well. So here it is, the link for that. And the change log for this means that previous year, here you can see skill area prior to April 24 and the skill area as of April 24, 2024. So this is like it is if any changes happening, okay, it will show on this particular table. So there is no changes, but here you can see there is minor. So there is a minor change on Azure machine learning, and then there is, it is not showing any changes. So in this way it has to be. Now coming over here in this learn link, second. Yeah, you can see this last updated on which date as well. And here for the practice exam, you can take the practice exam after completing the entire, okay, course, the learn links and the practicals and the multiple choice questions. You can go for the practice exam and take the practice assessment. It will redirect to 50 multiple choice questions, and it will give you some like valuable suggestions there, and you can practice it like, okay, if there is how the questions has to be appear, and you will get an experience before you are going for the exam. And here it is a sandbox solution. So if you want to for the exam, okay, so launch this sandbox, and you will be able to interact with the different types of questions, the same user interface, how the user interface would be. So you will get an experience on user interface as well. And it is a 45 minutes to complete this assessment, and there is an exam retake policy as well. If you fail a certification exam, you can retake it in 24 hours after the first attempt. Then here is, so here it is showing 99 US dollar. for this exam. You can schedule it through the Pearson view, or you can schedule it through Certiboard as well, as a student or an educator. And here are some additional resources you can see. That's it about this AI 900 fundamentals introduction. And from next week onwards, we will go for each topic as Frank said. Over to you, Frank.
Very
Thank you.
good. So, welcome, Solomon. Rafi, how are you? Welcome. Happy New Year.
Hi, Frank.
Hi,
Hi,
Solomon. Happy New
Jason.
Year.
Happy New Year to all of you too. Hi, Shane, Rafiah, and Opeyemi. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing fine. Good
Yeah.
evening, everyone. Happy New Year.
Hey, good evening. Yeah, happy New Year.
Nice presentation.
Solomon.
Yeah.
Frank, I have seen this. It's nice.
That's some of my swag from the DMCT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. I
that's
met Frank
beautiful.
and Dan
On the
yesterday.
badges.
We were together from on Thursday, and it was amazing. Yeah.
Wow,
I got
that's
some
good.
other.
Yeah, for the suitcase.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this
I
one
got a
here
lot
as
of
well.
things. I think I love my
That's
thing.
Oh, nice.
They're like
Wow,
Oh,
medals.
yeah, co-pilot badge.
Oh.
Oh.
wow, that's good. Beautiful.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got some swag yesterday. I
that's
also got
what we
some
got.
stickers.
Oh, yeah, that was the
Yeah,
MC Summit.
yeah, that was for the
Okay.
MCT Summit.
Yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
next year, the MCT Summit is in Bosnia Herzegovina.
Yeah, there's one happening March in the US.
That's the MVP
No,
Summit,
there's one MCT Summit. I think
is
it should
there?
be on the 21st of March. Let me confirm
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
So it should be happening March, and I should be there as well. Um, did I take a screen? Oh, I think I did not take a picture. I probably did. I know I saw it. And I already planned to see. I was speaking to Bill about meeting up with him. Yes, I think there's one. North America,
Mhm.
Redmond, March 21st to 23rd,
So
2025.
it's going to be the same time with the MVP. I think MVP is starting from 24 to 27, the last
Yeah,
time I checked.
I think it's actually a nice date. So you can actually, if you're
So
also
you
an
so
MVP,
you can use one stone to kill two birds.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can just switch over. And I actually love the date as
Wow,
well because I
that's
will have the opportunity to attend the North America Summit. That
MVP.
of the
Yeah.
UK was actually amazing yesterday. I got to meet
Mm.
a lot of people for the first time, a lot of speakers. Like it was very interactive. And I think that was the first time I'm actually, sitting down and listening to Dan speaking. And Dan did, I think that's the best mood I've ever seen Dan. Like he did justice to things, like a
Wow.
lot of learning, and it was amazing. Yeah. So, and
Mm.
I'm looking forward to the next, and I don't think I will miss it. The one for March.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you see, I got
Wow.
I got amazing pin, right? This pin, I love them. That's why I got I had to put all of them together.
So
I
the,
came in
the
and I
painful
saw Frank.
the painful thing about virtual meetings is I can't take one from you. And if I was standing by you, you give me one of it.
Yeah, you see, I'd have just pulled one. Yeah, you're also an entity, so I can give you the entity. They also have Microsoft certification. So
Yeah.
this is Microsoft certified. I can
No,
give
Jerry,
you.
I'll come and take one from you.
Oh yeah, I think
On
Opeyemi,
Tuesday,
we are
Jerry,
going
don't
to
forget me.
LinkedIn. Yeah, we are going to LinkedIn on
We'll meet on
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
LinkedIn office. Yeah, so I think I'll just give you one. This one is I love Microsoft.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Solomon, did you go to the the presentation about the where the guy I won't say his name now because we're live online, but he showed all the exams he was trying to get an exam the PL 200 or 300, the Power BI one.
No, I don't know if the guy. Okay, you don't want to see the. Yeah, I don't. They had different rooms, so I
But
was
yeah,
probably
he put a slide up on the screen, which is very brave, and I don't think I would do it. Like I did do some exams before, and I did fail them and maybe got them the second time. I did
yeah.
think I'd done one exam before, and I had failed it twice, and I got it the third time.
Hmm.
But this guy, he put up a slide on the screen from his Microsoft account, um, and he failed it 7 times
Mm.
before he got it. Like and he showed us the slide. He said,
I
"I
think
was
I think I think I have a similar story for my
For 104.
AZ104.
yeah."
Yeah, so I failed that
So
four times and I passed it the fifth time. So it's something
yeah, so like
something
it shows
similar.
kind of it's good kind of to share that sort of stuff. That look, you're not everyone is not 100%. Like you have to keep kind of learning and practicing stuff, and
Yeah.
expect to fail. Like it's kind of part of life, really.
So
It
so
helps
Elon
you to
Musk
get
said Elon
better
Musk
then
said
in the
if
future.
Elon Musk said if things are not failing, then it means that you're not doing something innovative enough. So failing
And
is
that's
an
why I
option
have
then.
this. That's why I have this. Can you see this?
What does it
Yeah,
say?
definitely. Never give up. Yeah.
Never,
Yeah,
Never,
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 ever give up.
never, never, ever give up. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you,
so
Jerry. And I think I have that on my I have that on my AZ104 to
Yeah.
share
You just
yeah,
anytime.
keep trying, and eventually you will get it.
yeah. It was like I was saying to some people that like I was trying to get the MVP for a few years, and you get the email to say, sorry, not this time, you weren't successful this time. And it's kind of disheartening, and you see other people getting it the first time. But it didn't kind of deter me because
So
I know along the way I was helping people. So that's, you know, where they see,
so for me, Frank, I think people need to have a different perspective looking at failures and rejections, right? So for me, I got a rejection. And then I saw it and I felt bad as a normal human being that I am. But another point is I saw it from the point of success, not failure, because it is he that writes exams who apply for jobs that get rejection and failures, right? So if you never root, you can never fail, right? So you can never get rejected if you did not apply in the first place. So when I saw my rejection, I just took to my page to celebrate my rejection, and something turned around, and I did not apply anymore, and I got an acceptance. So if we allow failure to put us on our seats, then we can only cry. But if we carry it on top of our head and say, no, I won't give it up to you, then success is hidden in every failure. That's what I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And what I also always tell people is, for me, I I do what I got to do. So whether someone is awarding me or not, it doesn't stop me from doing what I have to do, because I know out there are a lot of people that are really telling me that, hey, I need you to mentor me, I need you to do this for me. And if I am actually doing all of that and I'm seeing the testimony, the award is actually great because I get to meet a lot of MVPs that are skilled. I get to listen to, topics that I would probably not have access to. But on the other hand, if I don't receive the award, it doesn't really stop me from being that guy that is going to be mentoring people, helping people, getting to hear testimony. You know, when you mentor people, they come from the level where they were like, oh, I don't even have an understanding what the computer is all about. And next thing you see them working in a technical organization and working as a technical engineer. Those are like testimonies for me. And if the award doesn't come, it's fine. Like, and it's not just even for the award. Generally in life, there are a lot of stuffs that we probably want to get, and we would see people that are like our friends. They just go for it and they get it immediately. You have to. Most times you want to question yourself, but I already told myself way back. I don't question myself while I don't. Why am I not getting this? The fact that someone is even nominating me for an MVP, I already
Mm-hmm.
from that period, I already took it as a win. Because when Dan nominated me, I just went to go and post it, told my friends, "Hey, I've been nominated." Somebody said, "Take it down. What if they don't give you?" I said, "The nomination is also
It's also a win, man.
yeah, I thought that the nomination is also my win." And I was just playing, and someone told me, "Hey, I'm going to nominate you." So for the person to nominate me, that means
Yeah.
even if I don't get it, the person has already seen something that is in me that is worth being an MVP. So one thing I also got from Dan was when he was telling, I think it was Matt, he was telling that look at it like a Grammy award. They can nominate you for the Grammy award, but it doesn't mean that you will get the award. But for you
Mm-hmm.
to be nominated like for a Grammy award is actually a win. That means
Yeah.
someone recognized your work and then they kept you among other champions before they were like, okay, let's pick someone. So it's also a win, and it doesn't really stop you at that point from keep trying if you don't get it. And there are most people that they've lost the Grammy award. Some people are like, this guy is supposed to have gotten this Oscar award for years. He never got it. Eventually they got it, right? But the whole point is that the awards, they are great, the recognitions, they are great, the exams, they are great. But if we do not get it, it doesn't really stop us from who we are and the goals that we're actually pursuing.
Yes, exactly. You're right, Solomon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Amy.
Ami, you are back. So I think I will quickly show Ami the question we were trying to. I mean, the question you asked before you drop off. So I'm sharing my screen again, and
Sure.
okay. So just going to. I think it is this one here. So just give me a second. I want to pull something to this other screen. So yes, I mean here is what I have. When you open Copilot from this other side, then you're going to have
Yeah,
the image
exactly.
here, add image. Can you still hear me, please? Am I still being heard?
Yeah, definitely. Um,
Okay, so here it is what you have here. You can also click here to upload the image like we did for the PowerPoint that got us to this point. So here we said that they should help us use this image to generate slides. So let's just say that here we are going to do like a report or something. Maybe we'll just say, write me a report using this image. So just so it can be very, very short. So let's see what happens. So and I also see that the write-up is going to be on top of the image itself. So it's analyzing the faces and blurring out for privacy reasons. And then, of course, it is generating something very useful. Okay, so this is what I have here. And I think what we will do at this point is are we to copy before it can come to the main page? I think that's what we'll do, but I think that's not an efficient way of doing things, right? But let me just copy to the main page and let's see what happens. So it is saying report on the new product introduction co-pilot introduction that on January 11, 2025, Microsoft introduced a last innovation co-pilot during a presentation that showcased the company's advancements in technology and all of that. Then presentation highlight, then the product overview, and then the conclusion. So I think this looked great also here in Word as well as it is on PowerPoint. That's just to quickly show you, but I'm sure that you're going to look at it yourself. Thank you.
Very good. So I think they need to do a bit of stuff in Word, don't they? Instead of just leaving you copy and paste it from the left-hand side into the thing. They should just have a
Yes, I
button.
agree with you, Frank.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it should pop up on the middle of the screen too.
Yeah.
So
So
like
some
it
of the
like it like it does in Outlook where you click on keep it or so when you click on keep it, then it just come out fully. So it should be like that
yeah,
in Word too, where you click on keep it and you should have it fully on the page.
I think, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I think when we have in the Office application, we have the right panel, which is part of the chat, which is common to all of it, and the center part is a different Copilot, where there you can maybe ask if you want to keep. So I think it's different functionalities. The right panel of the chat of Copilot never asks you if to do that, but the middle part does. So it's different
So
components of Copilot.
yeah.
Is
But
can
like,
that
yeah, so I
be
mean
correct?
the middle part does not have the image option right now.
yeah, no. But what?
Yes, I know, but in general, the functionality.
But Amy, inside an Excel, it does. If
Yeah,
you ask it to do something, and it gives you the option, do you want to insert this chart into your Excel sheet? You just click on the box
Yeah.
and say yes,
yeah,
puts
okay.
it in there. They should have the
But for
same
text,
functionality for Word.
I agree with you,
hmm,
Frank. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
And then I think for the image for the image upload and pasting, I'm sure that they were just going to work on it on a Word because at the mid of the screen you don't have that option at the moment as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. So Solomon, I was saying earlier to Joseph and Seena, um, that we'll try and make a few changes going forward in the year. I think Dan was kind of going to have a talk with, put a few things out there as well, like if we want to change the time even to make it better, like for, I think he's talking about the journey to the cloud thing, the way it runs very late. It's kind of 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Maybe bring it back to about 6 o'clock so as that maybe Amy or Seena could go on it. This is only a monthly thing, so if you wanted to do
Yeah.
that, you know, and we're going to try maybe use Restream or like this one StreamYard to see which one is better, and trying to find out the functionalities. Is it bandwidth or is it graphics or whatever? Which one is better? And because you can have more admins in Restream, whereas in StreamYard now there's only just myself and Joseph are admins. We could have more, but we'd have to pay $900, so it's expensive. So we kind of we're kind of looking at that kind of going forward. And just the other kind of, this is only a suggestion as well. So if I post the Azure and AI show on a Monday, I'll try for a Monday if the latest Tuesday. And if somebody wants to do stuff, they could just repost it and just say what they're going to do. And then everybody else can kind of like it or repost it, just to advertise it more for people.
Mhm.
So,
Good.
yeah.
I just wanted to say something. You talked about certifications and the people that failed. I think what counts is your experience and certificate. You can pass the test and not be good at it and not have experience, but you can fail the test but have 10 years of experience, which is worth more. Now I don't know, some companies maybe the certification is um a stopping point or something like that, but if you have the experience, then the certificate is maybe just a formal thing. The rest is, I think, um, it's good to have, but if you failed it, then it doesn't mean anything that you don't know it. Maybe the test is very hard, or they're trying to confuse you. But if you know what you're doing in reality, then
Yeah,
somebody wants to see if you can do it, you can prove that, then the certification is just
Yeah,
I
like
won't say
that's a very
bullshit, but I say
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Sometimes I thought, like, it is, we do have exams like applied skills. So how Microsoft's are providing applied skills exams. It's awesome. Like the labs, in their labs they will provide, and the instructions we should have to complete that labs based on our experience and knowledge. So that is better than this, like, objective type of questions. So
yeah,
that's what I feel.
yeah, definitely. Because if you think of it, if you're going to try and get an expert exam on Azure or AI or something like that, you're going to have to renew it every year. So whereas if you get the applied skills, it's there and you don't have to keep renewing it every year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you see some people who have loads of certifications, right? And they're just have, I've done this, I've done that, I've done that. But every year, then they're going to have to renew them to try and keep them. And it's like,
Yeah. So for let me start from what Amy said. I think I totally I agree with that. I've seen people that are very experienced, but most times when they go to write the exams, they don't pass it. And it's not because they are not good, but sometimes those exams can actually be something you just have to sit down and think, because sometimes you're not really understanding what the examiner wants. You're looking at the question, you know what they actually want to do, but you don't really know which to take. You'll see sometimes they'll say, "Oh, you want to do this. What should you do first?" And by the time you're looking at what should you do first, all of them, they're like similar. What they actually want you to do first is something that when you're working, you will probably do it. And the fact that the examiner wants you to actually tell them what you should do first, you might not really recall exactly which you should do, but it is something you know. So I always tell people, when you're going for the certification, basically what I actually do is, for my own side, I was not the certification guy previously. I was just that guy that I always tell my friends I'm more interested in knowing what I'm doing. But later on, for Microsoft certifications, I just, okay, let me just validate what I know. And why I would say I personally started writing the certifications is because sometimes when I sit down there, I just see questions that I'm asking myself, who is asking this question and why? So I just have to put that question in my head, and then I go and, just do more research and understand what exactly is this person thinking, that the person is asking me this question. And the renewals, I also enjoy the renewals. The reason I enjoy the renewals is sometimes you might be working in an environment and you have a certification, you might really not have done anything around that space in a space of like maybe 1 year. Sometimes it happens. But when you want to go through that renewal, you would just find yourself going through the Microsoft Learn again, trying to, go through that particular course. And when you're going through the Microsoft Learn, you will also see that a lot is changing. Just like Pure View, if you go to Microsoft Defenders, security and compliance, you might just leave there. In the next 3 months, you're back. A lot has changed. So sometimes the way you stay updated is, if you have a certification, you might be doing stuff, but then when you want to renew it, you might just say, okay, let me just clean up myself. Let me go through the learn part. And by the time you're going through the learn part, you would, get to, refresh yourself and then go ahead with it. But then I always tell people, failing certification does not really, determine, your skill set. You can, keep doing it. You can keep doing it, and eventually you will get it. But then I know a lot of experts out there. Most of them don't even have certification. I worked under a CTO. He was very, very, extremely good with teams, and he wasn't really bothered about the certifications. But if you bring SBCs, bring stuffs for him, he would do all of them very neat for you. Do like he understands teams in and out, but he doesn't have a certification on it. Yeah.
I think the test also gives you a time frame where you need to do it very limitedly. And in normal life, you have more time, and you're less pressured, and yeah, you need this
And
to
with Google stuff.
provide. Yeah, you need to provide the solution, not just. Doesn't matter if you do it in 10 minutes or in half an hour or in an hour. If you do it right, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's worth it. Exactly.
Yeah, so on the MCT summit, we had one of the speakers. She was giving kind of some good tips on doing the exams, and this one where they say name the 5 layers of something, So she said like that one you could actually just leave it until the end and just go through everything else and come back to that one. And always, she says, if you have that sort of question, when you're learning it, always know the first one and the last one. If you don't know the others, at least you've got 2 out of the 5 anyway, You might remember the other 3 inside there, but she says if there's 3 in there, you're guaranteed to get 1 out of the 3. So,
So about going to the front and coming back, I have someone I paid certification for, and after paying for that voucher, I gave it to him. He went to write the exam, and he said, I think either the scenario based or one of the questions, he went to the front and said he's going to come back. By the time he got to the end, he wasn't able to come back. And that's
Yes,
how he
because
failed the exam.
there are some that you have to that you
Yeah,
can
there's
only
some you
finish
have to
before you
answer.
next.
So
Yes, before you
he
can do
went
that. You can't.
forward and was
It's
thinking
not
he
available
will
for
come
review.
back. He could not come back anymore. So
yeah,
I don't know which of these questions might accept the going forward and coming back.
No,
But me, I
there are
don't always think
especially the yes or no questions. You don't have option to come back to them, and I
yeah.
think the
So
labs as well. You don't have option to come back.
the first one at the start is always kind of like a case study.
Yeah, I think you can't
Yeah,
come back to those because they will tell you that once that section is ended, you can't come back to it, and you can't
yeah,
pick other questions without answering those ones also.
yeah. So I think they always have explanation to all of those stuffs, which you can come back to, I guess is there. But most people just go. But me, I don't always try to go forward and come back in not just Microsoft exams, even in school. Most times I just like starting with my exams and going just in case I don't have time to come back. The only reason I'll probably leave a particular question is when I'm totally off. I don't know anything. Then I might just tell myself I might see something that will connect me to the answer. Then I will just go. But most times I try as much as possible to start, get to the end, and when I'm done, if I have to review, then I can go back and review.
and you have to get 900.
Like you. Yeah.
Yeah, like out of all the Microsoft exams, I think I started doing them around 2016, and the AI 900 one is the most one I'm proud of, even though I have an expert one, like that one, the 900 on it, like it's.
Yeah.
I have it on my phone, and anybody talks about exams, have a look at that one. The 900, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the person that writes the certification can pass his own test?
I doubt.
No, joking. He has the
But I think it's
answers.
not one
Yeah.
person. I think it might be a couple of people.
So, but any
So
of them, I think one
any
of
of
them should be
them
writing this exam.
write the exam. He's not gonna get 1,000, right?
Because when I wrote my AZ104 in 2021, it was simpler than in 2022, and then in 2023 it was simpler than in 2024, and then in 2024 was most difficult of all time for me. And each time I wrote those exams, I don't score less than 650, and I need like 700 to pass. I'm also certain that if we bring those guys who set those exams for me to write, they will also fail.
Yeah. So listen, guys, I have to go and do another call there with somebody. So listen, nice meeting you all again. Happy New Year, and
Yeah, thank
I'll
you.
be
Good
on
to
Yeah.
be here
So
today.
happy
Thank
New
you
Year,
very
you
much.
Okay,
too.
bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye
Bye.
guys. Bye.
see you.
Yeah.
And like in the live stream, are you keeping